What's up? It's your girl DMC. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you're a part of that confidence crew. Why does it feel like it's been a million years? It has been a long time. Our last video was with Nas. Before I took my break. I took a 3-month hiatus. So yeah, it's been like 4 months. It has been a while. I don't know why I thought it just felt like it'd been a while, but it actually has been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
For those of you that are confused, like what's been a while and who is this strange person, you must not be a part of the confidence crew. So before you learn who this beautiful woman is, make sure you hit that big juicy red button, screen subscribe view below, join the confidence crew, join the fam. But I want you to be caught in that decision like all things in life, so wait, watch this entire video, and I guarantee by the end of it, you'll be running.
That's like a jog. Make it a little faster.
To hit that subscribe button. All right, who are you and why are you here? And
Hi.
how did you enter my life?
They know who I am. I don't know why you said I was a stranger.
I said if they thought you were a stranger,
I'm not.
they are not. I mean, they're new here.
I'm Javi. Whoa, she's hacking.
That was
she meant
disgusting.
It came from the heart. That's how you know.
La Javiera.
It's COVID safe in here, don't worry.
Yes, don't worry.
I'm also a plus size model, influencer, all the things. All the things, baby.
All the big things. And a fucking baddie. You see this girl?
Yeah. Well,
I wish you guys could see her skin up close because it said glow. Me. Do. Hydration.
Okay.
Also, if you guys are new to the game, this is my best friend on camera and off camera. Clearly. We've been going strong for
5 years.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, almost 6. We met in 2017. It's 2023, 17.
Yeah, but it was like September 2017, so.
Yeah, but it's September, I mean, it's November.
5 years.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It's 6 years.
Oh, 6 years. Okay. Going on 7.
You're trying to take a year away from us. That is crazy. Also, we're using mics today, so we need to talk lighter. I don't know why I'm screaming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I've been talking so loud. We're not used to this. This is a new thing that we have entered into our
new and improved.
Yeah, you know the vibes.
It's soft girl era.
We're here.
Dainty.
And we're here to stay.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously you guys know we're here for a reason because we always come here for a reason, and that is our Curvy Girls Answer Questions series that we love so much. And last time, if you guys didn't check out our last video, we brought in our girl Nas, and we answered questions about plastic surgery. It was a really dope conversation. It was amazing to have 3 different perspectives, and honestly, 10 out of 10, phenomenal video. So go check that out. I'll put the link in the description box below. Today, we're talking about dating and relationships.
Gas.
And not like our relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do have to venture out and have relationships of our own, you know what I'm saying? You can't just have your besties forever. Yeah. I mean, you could. You could.
But you don't have to.
But you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You need multiple different dimensions of relationships. So we're here to talk about those things and being curvy and plus size while doing so. So we're gonna waste no more time and we're gonna get right into these questions that you have asked and submitted on my Instagram. You ready, Jav? You want to go first?
Sure.
Pick one. I'm scrolling my phone. Oh, good one. Okay.
What?
Well, you're gonna be confused. Go ahead, read it.
What?
Some. I love y'all. You know I love y'all. Okay, so this is I love y'all. But like the wording on some was a little confusing, but I knew what you meant because I love you and I know you. So I'm gonna help. Okay, go ahead.
How do you self-love your fupa, comma, extra skin and stretch marks? Also, people looking at your belly, XOXO. So obviously, like, how do you love your body with those things, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Self-love, okay.
Javi gets it too because...
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, it's hard to type everything that you want in that little box anyway,
exactly.
So I'm sure everyone's kind of doing that. But I've been very much like, it's just what I look like. Like, I think I no longer, like, try to pick myself apart because I just don't have those thoughts anymore. I think that comes with age too. Like, you start really to love, like, the body that you're, are in.
Yeah.
Because you can't change it to the extreme unless, you know, you're doing surgeries and all these things. But naturally, for me, I've always just wanted to accept myself because whenever I ask myself, like, oh, would I ever want to be anybody else? Like, that just would never be like a thing for me. Also, just like in the past year, like my body has changed in so many ways. I also got off birth control, and like there's just like so many things that I'm learning about my body still, and I always will take that as my priority rather than like the aesthetics of it. So whatever my body goes through and whatever it wants to do with itself, whether it's fluctuating weight or have more stretch marks or whatever it may be, I just want to let it do it, because that's just what it needs to do to like better serve me
and like live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I think that's so important too, that we like have more grace for our bodies, because when you're younger, you kind of think, I really like how you touched on, like with age, you grow into understanding your body more. And like, I think it was you and I who said this the other day too, that we feel more like a woman than we ever have. And like, I really feel that, especially since turning 30. And I feel like your mind quiets down a bit. You get accustomed to like who you are and owning this body, and the fact that it's going to change. It's forever changing, whether it's weight gain, weight loss, whether it's having a baby, you know what I mean? Whether it's growing taller or having a growth spurt, no matter what age you are, your body's always going to go through things. Yeah. And I think it's not only important to accept your body in this moment, but be open to whatever your body could be. And I think that helps a lot with accepting yourself no matter what. And I think that's what we all struggle with so much, because we either, okay, fine, I accept myself right now, but if I gain 50 pounds, absolutely not. Like, that's just not acceptable. Or if I lose 50 pounds, oh my God, I'm better than I've ever been. Or, you know, whatever. And that you have outside factors that are feeding those things as well. Like, oh, you look so good if you lose weight. Or like, you look like you need to watch what you eat. It's like all of those things add up. So I think the best thing you can do, I always say this is my number one tip, is to spend more time with yourself and to really get comfortable with your body, having a solid self-care routine, getting naked, being comfortable being naked in your house, in the mirror. I think those things just help you get more comfortable in the skin you're in. And the belly thing is big. That was big for me. Tyler is the first guy I've ever been with without a shirt on, which is crazy. Isn't that crazy to think about?
She's a nudist.
Yeah, because I'm literally a nudist now. But I used to not want to like be intimate with guys without a shirt on. Like I had to cover my belly. And I think that was a huge obstacle for me to overcome. And now I'm like, there's no way I'm clothed ever. Like, if you're a friend of mine, you've seen me butt naked. And like, it's so liberating. So I just want that for everyone. And I think it's baby steps.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Plus, especially if you're a woman and you identify as a woman, you realize how much we go through just our cycles. I mean, we live our lives around this cycle if you menstruate. So your body just every month changes anyway. Every week it changes. So it's like, that's kind of why it made me almost like go back to like square one after stopping my birth control. Because I was like, my body's just trying to like better itself. Yeah. And if that means that I'm gonna gain more or lose or whatever, like, it's just, it is what it is. Like, it just needs to self-regulate.
Yes, self-regulate. And I also think it's so important, and this is like basically the whole point of this video too, is having good partners. So first you have to spend the time with yourself and grow and evolve. We so often try to add a partner before we are fully healed. And like, I'm not saying you have to be fully healed, but you at least need to be starting your healing journey or loving yourself, that self-love journey, before you bring another person into the equation. But then having a person that can add to that, like being so young, I met T-Bell when I was 20, and he taught me so much, even about like, I've talked about this before, but like my body hair, like when I have like hair, my legs right now are so hairy. When I have hairy legs or armpits, like he'll always be like, oh, that's sexy. And I'm like, what? Like, I've never heard a guy say that before, and I've never felt comfortable. And he helped me to open my eyes to even growing my pubic hair out. Like, I thought I had to be waxed all the time. He puts, like, you made me think of this, because he puts my period and my cycle in his calendar, so he like knows when it's coming, so he can help me. And you need partners like that, you know? And we need to stop, this is like a hobbyism, but we need to stop accepting like bare minimums of like, oh, you know, he gets me a chocolate bar during my period. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that's nice.
You should kiss the ground that you walk on.
Put me on a magic carpet on some Aladdin shit to the store to get my chocolate bar. Like, but yeah, okay. Here we are answering the question for 20 minutes, because that's what we do. Okay, there was one I wanted to answer. Well, I wanted to answer all of them. This is a quick one. I saw, and again, there's some typos, but interracial dating / makeup question, tips for minimizing makeup transfer help. This is definitely a real reality, being an interracial relationship. It's something I've dealt with for a long time. Like, you're gonna get makeup on your partner, no matter what race you are. Like, if you wear makeup, you're gonna get makeup on your partner. It just shows more the paler you are, the darker your partner is, or vice versa. And usually, like, even with my lipstick, like, when it gets on T-Bell, I just wipe it off right away. But I will say I set my face, so I use setting powder, and that definitely helps with not transferring. The Givenchy setting powder, the Voila Rose No. 3, is my absolute favorite. And it's like, I could put sunglasses on. Someone could, like, wipe my face, and my makeup will still be on. I feel like I could go in a pool, and it would still be on. So that's, like, as much help, but it's gonna happen. I mean, it's like, just gotta accept it. Mm-hmm. Any points from you? Does that happen to you?
It doesn't. It doesn't. I think I don't really wear a ton of makeup.
Yeah, true.
Like, I don't really wear, like, foundation and stuff, but either way, like, I have slightly warmer skin and a little tanner, so sometimes that just helps. But
yeah.
No, I've never had anything crazy. But yeah, like, the most obvious thing to do is just wipe it off.
Yeah.
Like, if you notice it.
Yeah, it's definitely never happened, like, crazy to me, but, like, my nose for sure, like, my nose used to, before I learned how to set my face and stuff. Now, like, I never have an issue with makeup. It's only my lipstick and lip gloss. And that's everyone. That doesn't have to do with the color of my skin or T-Bells. Okay. Should we save that one?
I don't mind answering.
Okay. I
Why?
Is Javi dating? We peeped abuelo.
If you weren't hip, I hard launched my boyfriend on my stories.
I'm freaking out.
But nobody knows.
It was also, like, kind of my fault because I posted a photo of them with me and Dina.
But she didn't tag him.
I did.
And that's good. Because I didn't tag him either.
This conversation never happened because we're whispering.
This is a secret between the confidence crew and us.
Here it is. So if you haven't subscribed, you're fake as fuck.
Yes, I have a man.
Yeah, and he's great. We love him.
We do love him.
He's a really good guy. Dixon was asking me about him last night because she hasn't met him. And I was just saying, like, the best way I can describe as a best friend is he feels so normal. Mm-hmm. It's really weird. He
just, like, really fits in. It feels really
like he's been around, like even when Dixon asked me, I was like, oh, yeah, Zach. Yeah. Like, he's...
Yeah, even with, like, how we met, we both just felt very much like, oh, yeah, like... I totally know you already. It's just, we've been married for 10 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been great. Pretty happy.
Okay, cool. We love double dating. We had the best Halloween this week, too. Okay, do you ever doubt your relationship? I hope not. I think you are the cutest. Thank you so much. I think you're the cutest, too. And I absolutely doubt my relationship. I think that I was, like, a true optimist as a kid. And life just, you know, did its thing. And I definitely became a bit more of a pessimist and, like, a, you know, I hate when people say that, I'm a realist, but, like, more, like, logical, I guess. That's my Capricorn moon, and my dad is Capricorn. And I do think sometimes it benefits me, sometimes it doesn't. One, I'm becoming more, because of Javi, I'm definitely not like a lover girl where I'm like, oh, I love love. My mom is like that, Javi's like that, my girl Fox is like that, and I love having that energy around me because I want to be that. But I think I've been through so many horrible relationships, and I saw, like, the only... Like, besides my family, my parents, my grandparents, I didn't see a bunch of amazing relationships growing up. And so I thought, oh, my parents are just like the exception to the rule. And this is the reality, especially because of how I was being treated by men. So I think that I question all relationships, like even friendships, like even like to this day, I'll have moments where I'm like, oh my God, I've told Javi way too much. Like, I shouldn't have told her all that. Like, she knows literally what the inside of my vagina looks like. Like, this is, I let her in too close. And then my real mind, my conscious mind is like, what? This is like one of the people you feel safest with. It's like, I kind of have these, like, self-fulfilling prophecies or negative self-talk conversations about all of my relationships. So it definitely happens with T-Bell too. And I'm so grateful that the universe is always like, absolutely not with me and T-Bell. Like the universe does not play games with me and T-Bell. Like I could literally be like, I'm not supposed to be with you. And the universe is like, grabs me by my ponytail and just like pulls me back.
What ponytail?
Okay. I know I'm bald. My hobby's ponytail, and because we're connected, I feel it. You know? But no, I also want to normalize doubting your relationship. I want to normalize that, like, it's okay. Like, even how you said in this question, like, I hope not. I'm glad that I do sometimes, because for me personally, it has worked so much that my relationship has been tested so many times, because now the point I'm at, like, I know this is my man. This is my man. So I don't doubt it now. Like where I'm at in this stage in life, like I have no doubts, but that doesn't mean in 3 years or 2 years when we have a baby or whatever, I'm like, I don't know if I can live with this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I can do this. I think that that's normal, and it's like how you work through that. And one thing that T-Bell and I have shown time and time again is like, we are ready to roll our sleeves up and like get deep in the mud in fighting for our relationship and growing and evolving so we can like be there for each other and like make sure this works. So yeah, to answer that, I question all my relationships, but what is meant for me always is, and I always fight for what I know is like best for me. So yeah.
Yeah, I would say both. I mean, yes and no. It's situational. I think I have a lot of relationships where I don't. Romantic relationships, at first, I do question, because that's obvious. You're starting brand new and stuff. With my boyfriend now, we've been dating for like 3 months, so it's fairly new too. And, you know, it's like after 3 months, you really start to see how you really are. I mean, you're entering a new phase of your relationship after the honeymoon phase. So there's still just like little things that you will question, like, oh, like, can I do this forever? Like, is this really my person? And those are super normal questions to ask yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're looking for if you're looking for a partner, those are important questions to ask. Yeah. And like, you have to have deeper conversations. You have to, like, at a certain time, you know, I'm 28, I'm gonna be 29. I will eventually want to get married. I will eventually want a family. All these things, like, I want them. So nobody can sway me out of those things. So if a person I'm dating doesn't want those things, like, they gotta go. Yeah. And then, like, that's a doubt that I would normally have.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But then, and on the other side of things, when I'm just, you know, really involved with somebody, I'm also very much like a fighter. Like, I don't ever just want to give up just because of one little stupid fight. Even if it's a big fight, I'm just like, I'm choosing you every day. And that's how I look at relationships. I'm choosing to be with you. I'm choosing to be friends with you. I'm choosing to have these relationships with people. So if that's what I decide to do, I'm going to keep doing that until it doesn't serve me anymore.
Yeah. Or until you're the only person fighting, because then that's not a fun game.
Mm-hmm. Should we date for looks or for money? Do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, that's an interesting question.
I feel like
also, I hate that those are the only two options.
You could also do both.
Yeah.
You can date for looks and for money.
You could do neither.
Well, what's left?
Personality?
Oh, right.
I thought for sure that was the first thing you were going to say.
I didn't know that would be in the same category. I don't know what.
Oh, like it's just looks versus money?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like, of course. I think you have to do whatever works for you. Yeah. Like, what are your goals?
What are you looking for?
What do you want in your life? Like, what do you want in a partner? Like, they can treat you horribly, but they have a little money, and like that's what you want. Then, well,
or
okay,
they look crazy, but they have money.
Yeah, I don't know.
I personally, like, I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. Like, I'm kind of shallow.
She says this in every video. I don't think anyone's shocked.
My man has to look good. Have y'all seen how fine T-Bell is? Like, my man has to look good. And for me, it's not money. It's drive, ambition, tenacity, determination. Like, those are the qualities that are so much more attractive than do you have money right now? Because let me tell you, a lot of people can have money right now, and a couple years from now,
they won't have it.
They won't have it. Or they don't know how to manage it, or they're spending recklessly, or just all type of crazy stuff. So Yeah, just be wary of that. I think Javi and I also come from a different era too of like, we're not looking for men that are millionaires. Like, we are millionaires mentally. We're not there yet, you know.
But also it's just like, I mean, I'm not really looking to have like a mansion of a house.
Yeah.
Like I have very like, they're ambitious goals for me because I didn't grow up having certain things, but you know, that doesn't look rich to somebody else. That doesn't look successful to somebody else, but it's successful to me. So it's like, you get to define whatever that means to you.
Yeah.
And with a partner, for me, like the highest thing for me is like emotional security. I want to feel like I have no like questions about my relationship. I feel good. I feel like they support me. Like it's all about safety for me.
Yeah.
And once I'm not getting that and I'm starting to feel anxious and all that, I'm going.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
Yeah. Like I don't mind if I make more or I make less. Like whatever, as long as you got a job, you're a full-grown adult and like you know how to manage, great.
Yeah.
But I need to be able to feel safe in relationships.
Yeah.
So that's like top
I
one.
agree with that 100%. My therapist always says like the two things that I need are safety and security, and that's in every relationship in my life. And so that's way more important to me than looks or money. Although looks is a close second. How do I deal with him having a lower sex drive than me, and why does it feel so personal? Why are you laughing? Princess Ladybug, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm not laughing at her. I just think it's funny because I would low-key relate. Like, I feel like I would have a higher sex drive than most people that I would date. And it definitely does feel personal because I'm like, oh, why didn't you want to? Yeah. Every hour of the day. Like,
and like, why can't we go round?
Yeah, like, I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes people are just not the same. You gotta accept them as exactly how they are.
They probably feel bad too. Don't you think? Like,
yeah, like I feel like if anything, they feel worse than you because they can't provide.
Yeah, they can't
with,
provide.
You know, with like meeting your needs.
Yeah.
To that caliber.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'll be honest, like, I think every guy I've ever been with besides T-Bell has had a lower sex drive than me. And I probably, you know, this was a long time ago, so I probably didn't make them feel the best about it. But God got me with the karma of T-Bell because T-Bell, you would think I have a low sex drive, okay? It's kind of crazy. But I do think that, yeah, everyone's just not built the same.
Yeah.
And it can be unfortunate. If it's your forever person, like you really feel like it's your forever person, I always say I think the best thing is communication. Like, hey, this is what I need. This is what like good intimacy looks like to me. What does it look like to you? Let's talk. Where can we compromise? Where can we, you know, just like keep that
I think
flow of communication.
It's also really great to understand because I kind of had this talk with myself too, like, why do I have such a high sex drive? And why, well, and like also why does it feel personal when they don't want to do it? And like maybe they just want to cuddle on the couch. And I'm like, and then I'm thinking there's so many, there's so many forms of intimacy. You don't have to, sex doesn't have to be the like the one and done thing. Like that doesn't have to be the goal every time. It can just be you're cuddled up on the couch and like, didn't you say like T-Bone was rubbing your feet? Like there's so many different levels of it that it doesn't have to just be sex. Yeah. So I kind of have to talk to myself about that.
I feel the same way. I just learned those things.
Yeah.
Like, I've just become like more romantic and more like I've never been a physical touch person. I've never been a cuddler. Last night you would have been like, who are you? I was in bed clung to T-Bell like all night. I've become so touchy because it's his love language and I'm trying to pour into that.
Yeah. There's so much more than, you know, just like having sex with your partner that can really deepen your connection.
Yeah.
So maybe have that talk with yourself, like why is it a problem that they just might not have the same sex drive? Like maybe you can just do other things.
What can we do about that?
To spice things up in other ways.
Areas, other arenas. Okay, this one's wild.
Okay.
I mean, to me. But
oh, wow. Okay. When you go on dates, do you eat before you go? ... This has been advice given to me by so many. Interesting.
When I read this, I was like, okay, I'm assuming that they're saying that so that you don't eat a lot on the date? Is that what you thought, or what did you think?
No, I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
But my immediate thought when I read it was people get nervous on dates. So you won't eat as much, or like you won't know what to get, or like you spend money and you're not eating the food. Like, I kind of get that because, I mean, if you have the jitters, first date jitters, like that's pretty common. That's why, I mean, if anything, just get like a drink or like a little tea, a little coffee.
Like an appetizer that you can just...
they can share, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've never gotten that advice before. But I'm definitely like I would get nervous before or something. But as you know, it passes, like, and you get more comfortable around the person, then
hopefully you go on a date with someone that kind of and if you're saying don't eat so you don't eat a lot, because that's what I thought. I don't know why that's where my mind went. Please eat on the date. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if it's a dinner date,
ourselves vibe.
Yeah, like you're expected to eat. You're a human person that eats and poops it out once you're done. And
like you want to be with someone that wants to. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you an embarrassing story, and like I hate that I even am gonna say this. But one of mine and Ty's first dates, we went to Lou Malnati's. Shout out to Chicago, if you're from Chicago. And I'm Italian. Like, I love pizza. I don't love Chicago deep dish, I'm gonna be honest, because I'm Italian. But Ty got pizza and I got a salad. Now, I'll tell you, Tyler was the first guy I dated that I knew what his ex looked like. And she was like a dancer and a lot smaller than me. I didn't think he'd ever been with a plus size woman. So there were a lot of like expectations I was creating in my head. But like halfway through the date, you know, T-Bell and I were friends. So halfway through the date, I was like, can I have a bite of your pizza? And he was like, yeah, of course. So we like shared. I was like, thank God. Cause like this salad is not doing it. Like I'm not a salad girl. I mean, I am a salad girl, but like not for dinner. You know what I mean? No. Maybe for lunch.
Give me a burger.
Well, I don't eat meat, but a veggie burger, I'll take it.
I said, give me a burger.
True.
You can have a veggie one.
Okay, period. Hey, you are so cool. Thank you. You're cool too. What is a red flag for you that means that a person does not love you?
Any form of disrespect.
Yeah, that's so funny because when I read this question, the first thing I thought is like, to me, it's not about, we all focus on love so much. Love you, love you, love you, love you. I think the biggest thing for me over love, because you can love someone, is respect. Like for me, there's so many red flags. The biggest red flag is if you disrespect me and show me that like you have no respect for me at all and you're willing to cross boundaries or whatever it may be to disrespect me. It's not even, you could probably still love me. There's a lot of people that are capable of love and do crazy stuff. But if you don't respect me, you can't be in my life.
Yeah. And even if that's done without them even knowing that they're disrespecting you, that's probably sometimes even worse, because why in your right mind would you ever think that doing something like that would be okay and still say that you love me, still say that you're this and that to me? And yeah, I would say that would be the biggest thing. And you get to define that too. Yeah. Because what could be disrespectful to me doesn't have to be disrespectful to Danny or whoever else. Yeah. So how do you take responsibility for your own happiness whilst in a relationship? That's super important.
I love when people use the word whilst.
To me, it sounds so British.
Same. Are you British? Bold financial habit.
Ooh, give us advice.
Yeah. You're so annoying. That was funny. That was really funny.
I'm hilarious. Like, I literally make myself laugh. Anyways.
Sorry.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm sorry. Oh, I have the funnies. I want to laugh. Oh, okay. Ooh. Haunted Mansion. Happy Halloween. Stop.
Are you a goofy?
Don't do that. Oh, I'm gonna start laughing. It's hard for me to stop. Stop.
Okay, we're serious.
No, hold on. The fact that my entire finger can fit under your fingernail is actually wild to me. It's wild.
All right, you have to go to dinner.
All right. So anyway, like I was saying before I was interrupted by my laughter. It's so important to self-soothe, self-regulate, be in charge of your own emotions.
How do you be spitting? Self-soothe?
Hello. When it comes to happiness, and I don't know why I'm linking it to like arguments, but that's just how I'm thinking about it right now, is you, like, if there's a conflict, you get to step outside of that and be like, you know what? No. And you mentioned this to me too, like, you don't have to like go down and like be low vibrational, you know, always. Even if it's your partner, you love them so much and stuff, but it's important for you both to kind of balance each other out too. If your partner's having a horrible day, you don't get to have a bad day too.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to.
And that's challenging.
It is very challenging.
It's something Ty and I still try to figure out. Like, I tell him, when I'm upset, I want you to stay happy, but it's so easy to rub your partner and bring him down, rub him wrong and bring him down with you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think with happiness, you just have to be able to be accountable for your own actions and your own emotions, because that's most important anyway.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And that's why I suggested really doing healing work before you bring a partner in. And I think that's why I just urge everyone to, and this kind of leads me into our next question, but I urge everyone to just take their time. You know, we all feel like we're in a rush and we have to be in a rush for everything, especially being women, or, you know, if you identify as women, you feel like your clock is running out and you have to hurry up and you have to have this timeline. And it's like, just take your time. Try to, you know, I've had that turning 32, but just try and slow everything down, go at a pace that works for you, and really try and heal yourself, because the older you are, the more wisdom you have, the more life experience you have, the more healing you have, and you're gonna have a better chance at having a healthy relationship, not only with yourself, but with a partner. Should there be a timeline for marriage in a relationship?
No.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a timeline for anything.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair to put that pressure on yourself, because society already does it.
Yeah,
so like,
I can't even tell you how many times people say, when are you guys getting married? Because T-Bell and I have been together for 7 years. We've known each other for 10. Everyone, we get it from family members, from friends, from everyone. And it never gets less annoying. Please stop doing it. And two, another thing that really bothers me is a lot of times it's sexist. People will be like, oh, why hasn't he put a ring on her finger? Assuming like I'm ready for that. What makes you think I'm the person that's like, I'm not ready for that, you know? Or same with kids. Like, and that frustrates me a lot too. And what if we're just like growing together as human beings? What if we never want to get married? What if... God bless you. Did you see me just hit that beat when she sneezed? But yeah, it's just, I feel like we need to stop putting expectations on ourselves and everybody else. And like, just ask more like, how's your relationship? Are you happy? How do you feel? How's your partner? You know? Or if you really must ask about marriage, ask it in a way like, could you see yourself ever getting married? Is that something you want for yourself? Or like, what are your thoughts on marriage? Instead of like, when are you guys getting married? Like, don't do that.
Or like a more generic question, like, what are your plans? What are your plans in the next like 3-4 years?
Yeah.
Like what do you see for yourself together? I don't know. But yeah, I feel like it's already too hard. Like, you as an individual, like, we already have so many like things in our brain that our relationship should just be happy, like, and easy and exciting, and a partnership and someone to like do life with, and it shouldn't be stressful.
Yeah, there's already too much going on in a relationship. You don't need all the stuff from the outside world. Like, just like I say with your own relationship, I always talk about that impenetrable bubble where people can't get in. You have to do that around your relationship as well. Like, you just have to set those boundaries and know that they're still going to come no matter what. But just as long as you and your partner are on the same page, that's all that matters. 100%. Okay, last question.
Tips. Meeting someone off the dating app and feeling confident about my body in person.
Okay, let me just say one thing, because mine's gonna be very quick, because I've not really been on dating apps because of like the years I've been in a relationship, and Javi has a little more fun stuff about that. But I will tell you, one time in college, I met a guy on Tinder. Tinder should be paying me for this. I met a guy on Tinder in college. My friend met already knew his roommate, so it became very real all of a sudden, because I would talk to guys on Tinder sometimes, but I'd be like, oh, I'm never gonna meet up with them. But then my friend was like, oh, they're roommates, we should hang out tonight. And I was like, no, like, he's gonna see me, he's gonna know I'm fat, he's gonna not be like into me, like, no way. She convinced me to do it, and like, the night was so fun, it was great, we hit it off. Good things happened. You know, he wasn't.
You hit it off.
And it was a cool time. But I remember like exactly that feeling you're talking about, of feeling confident about your body in person. It's like, you think you chose your most flattering photos. You tried to not show your belly. You tried to not show this. Trust me, like, I was that girl, and I was so nervous to meet someone in person. But the reality is like, people wanted me online and offline, okay? That's the first thing. And you know why that is? Confidence, all right? Always carry that confidence, and put photos that you're showing your whole body. Do not just put photos photos of your face up. Like, show off your body. Be proud of your body, because when you're proud of it, other people will be proud of it. When you're confident, they feel that energy and they treat you accordingly. Take it away, Hav.
Yeah, piggybacking off of that point, I always just put photos like, you know, at least knee up, and obviously some selfies and stuff. Like, people can tell the kind of body that you have, and then if they have a problem with it, then you don't want to be with them anyway.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win situation, actually, if you really think about it. I mean, you want to do another neck roll?
Ow! My neck just cracked.
Chiropractor Danny over here. But yeah, there's that. I think that's also another reason why I love meeting people in person, like just off the dating apps, like not even knowing that they had a dating app.
Yeah.
And I just met them at a bar or something, because I know their attraction is.
We love that restaurant.
Because we know, like, we both know that there's attraction there. So like, there didn't need to even be that thought of like, oh, like, does he know that I'm bigger? Or like, you know, but that's just a very normal thought to have. I feel like
100%.
It's gonna cross your mind anyway, and all you have to do is just take a deep breath and be like, well, this is what I look like. So it's not like.
And I love me, so if he doesn't love me,
yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
See you never. And on that note, we're out of here.
Bye. See ya.
See you later. Okay, no, but seriously, you guys, we loved this video. It was so fun. We love this series. So definitely comment below and let us know what you want to see next. Curvy Girls answer questions about blank. You fill it in. And if you have not already hit that juicy red button to subscribe you below now, enjoying the Confidence Crew, it is time, okay? Also, make sure you follow both of us on Instagram, on TikTok. We both have broadcast channels on our page on Instagram. Mine is called the Confidence Crew, duh. And what's yours called?
Amigas.
Amigas. You know the vibes. So make sure you guys tap in with both of those, because that's where we have our like girly chats like this. Make sure you guys tune into those. She's very animated today. But we love you guys, and we'll see you very soon. Am I forgetting anything else?
Be safe.
Be safe.
Be good.
Love yourself.
Have fun.
Go date.
Do the thing.
Why not? Like,
go have sex.
Okay, period. And like, go date whoever you want. Be open and authentic, and just do the damn thing. It's worth it. We love you. Your big sisters are rooting for you. Go team. See you soon. Bye.
Team on 3.
1,
2, 3. Team.
Oh, I was supposed to say that.
So clearly not theme here. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Team.
We're awful.
Yay. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks for tuning in.
This one's sponsored by us and our high sex drives.
Period. Someone pay us for this series.
Please.